Welcome back to the Book Bestie podcast.
Hey,
Hey, y'all. I'm oh, I'm sorry. I'm the one. I'm messing up. And I'm Monique, and we are the Book Besties.
yes, yes,
Yes, welcome
y'all,
back
honey.
to another episode.
Welcome back to another episode.
Yeah, we got a good one tonight, honey.
Very good pick. Very happy
Yeah,
about this one. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Excited to get into conversation about it because it was a good one for
very good
sure.
book.
It's just us tonight, no guests, so you get all of us. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's not waste time. Let's go ahead and get into it. Aquarius, go ahead and hit us with what you have read this past week.
So I still finished my arc by Elle.Kasen, which is reclaiming love, and it's already out. Your girl did her best.
Okay.
Okay. This one is more of a mafia. It is a part two. In the Emancipation series that she has going on. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. Elle Kasen does a good job in writing books. That's my girl.
Now, the first book is Real Love.
First book is Real
Okay.
Love. And this one is Reclaiming Love, baby. And she did a good job because y'all know how I feel about mafias, baby. I don't like
I
nobody's
know you
will
don't
being
like them.
taken.
Hmm.
But I did. It was great. I was struggling in the beginning. Okay, that was
Okay.
me. And that was just because I just don't. I don't. We've talked about this so much.
I know you don't
I
like
I don't like
Mafia.
free will. And when you take free will away, it drives me insane.
Hmm.
Okay. Damn, I act like I've been locked up or in bondage or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. And then listen, I could do domestic violence, I could do death, I could do suicide, I could do all the triggers, baby. But when you tell me that this is a mafia, I'm like, oh shit. But Elle.Kasen did a very good job because, of course, I rated it a 5 stars, and I don't
Okay.
do so. It was good. And then I am halfway through. Good. It's also good. It's called Need for Noor by Takara Allen.
Hmm.
It is good. I'm listening to it on
I heard
audio.
I
Oh
heard
my
she's something
God.
else.
Listen. Emotional. She's an emotional writer. She's definitely gonna get your emotions all over the damn place, when you're rooting for somebody and they just be fucking up. So,
Yeah.
and then of course I read Remind Me Again by Brianne Danae. And that's it, friend. That's all your girl cat over here. What you been reading?
So I read Remind Me Again by Brianne Danae, which is the book we're gonna discuss tonight. I read Capone 3 and I finished, I think I said this last week that I had started Can I Join You, but I did go ahead and finish that up. By I don't know how to pronounce her name, Kyrus Ashley. I hope I'm not butchering it. Sorry if I am. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got this week, y'all. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, it was a light week, but I'm still on track, so that's all that matters. I did start Capadonna. I just haven't finished that yet. And I'm super excited because again, I didn't read Capadonna or Capri,
I know
so
y'all wanna
everything is
get her.
new. It's new to me.
I know. I know. And I
I
just
went
don't.
straight I went straight from Capone to Qasim. I know. But so it feels good to finally get into Capadonna's story so that way I know like everything, comes together and
It's
makes sense
so
to me.
good.
I do
Everything.
not recommend skipping books in a series. I definitely recommend following them, but the hype was so real about Qasim, I just had to get into it. I just had to be there in the moment,
And
you
he
know?
wasn't even my favorite. Quassim,
Yeah.
actually, he was my least favorite book out of all the
Really?
books. He was my least favorite.
Mm.
I was over the sadness. There was a lot of sadness with his book.
Yeah.
A lot of struggle in his
Mhm.
book. I have to say,
Yeah.
of course, my favorite is Capri is my favorite book, and then the second favorite would have to be Capadonna, then Capone. Then, nope, I'm gonna skip right on to,
Goon.
10,000 Hours with a
Oh,
Rich
okay.
Menace. 10,000 Hours with a Rich Menace was phenomenal. Then, I would go to Landon, Dunn would be next, then Goon, then
Okay.
Quiz Cuisine book.
Okay,
Uh,
so you be last. All
he
right.
be last, I don't know. Mm-mm. I like
Yeah.
a nigga that know what he want. It's a
Mhm.
huge turn
Yeah, he
off
was
when you
definitely,
confused. I don't give a damn if you had 9 wives before me. Figure it out, nigga, before you come over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm real
yeah.
hard when it comes to that, you know? Mm-mm, I don't like a pick me ass bitch. I hate that, you
Mhm.
know? So
Yeah.
obviously I'm figuring out a lot about me as a reader.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Sam was definitely he didn't know,
I
what
didn't.
direction he just didn't know. He didn't know. He was so unsure. And it is a lot of the book we spent time with him being unsure. So it was
Yes.
kind of annoying
Yes.
because it's
Yes.
like, you want her. She
Mhm.
wants you. Go ahead and lock in. But I guess that
The
just
grief that
yeah,
I
the
did, the trauma,
trauma.
he has so much then the packed on trauma, like, he didn't even get a good enough time with his wife, and then you had the other part that came
Yeah.
after that, so I get it, and then you gotta hit a shrine at his house, like, "What the fuck, nigga? No, I'm not
Yeah.
going no, no, you need some healing." I can't help you
Mhm.
through that. You know, and I can't. I'm sorry. I like you. You cool people. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me. You come back around when you, because I'm telling you right now, the moment he would have came and told me while I was on a date that he was going to do a Molotov cocktail, he would have set the restaurant on fire because I was going to stay in there. Yeah, I was going to be hard
Yeah.
headed. Yeah, you was going to have to bring your niggas and show up. You was going to have to burn the shit down. I'm going to have to watch it get burnt
Mhm.
down. And I'm still going to go off with the nigga. You scared?
Yeah.
If you scared to take me, you ain't my nigga. Wrong nigga. I finna
Mhm.
pick another nigga.
Yeah. 'Cause our
So,
boy was ready. He was ready
yeah.
to take it all the way. What was his
Yeah.
name? I can't remember
My
what his name
God,
was,
wasn't he
but
like a rapper or something? Wasn't he
he
a
was
rapper?
a
'Cause then
yeah, I
she yeah,
think
he was. I
mhm.
think he was
Yeah,
a
he was ready
rapper.
to take it all the way,
He
but he
was
knew what he
ready.
wanted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And she was
Yeah.
over here. I mean, it worked out in the end, but then again, it fell back again when she was pregnant. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not. No. Okay, so
Yeah.
it was too much struggle. And I like laughter. I mean, my husband made me laugh all the time. That's how
Mhm.
you gonna get in my drawers. Cheese.
Mhm.
People say the key to your heart. But honey, if we gonna kick it and have a good time, that's how you get there, okay?
That's how you get there.
That's how you get there. That's the key. I mean, I'm saying. And he was very quiet. He was very like,
Yeah, he
you
was the
know,
most reserved, I feel
he
like, out of
was,
all of
but the
them.
most
I
deadly
mean
when he did turn
right.
up, it was
Yeah,
time to,
he turns up
he
for
could
sure,
turns up
but
for
just like
sure.
his
His
everyday
personality, yes.
demeanor was
Yeah, he will
very
bore the hell
laid
out of
back
me.
compared to the other ones,
He
yeah.
will bore the hell out of me.
Um, so yeah, you know.
Me and Quamir be on Graham's cookies, having a wonderful fucking time. Do you understand
Mhm.
why he's my favorite? Like,
Yeah.
that's just, yes, nigga. Let's go giggle and kiki for no apparent damn reason. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, I like him. I love
I feel
him.
like right now Capone is my favorite, but again, I haven't fully I love me some Capone. I'm sorry, I
So
do.
you haven't even read Capri.
I know.
Well,
That's
honey,
why I
stop
say right now he's my favorite.
say that because the Capone girls might come for me. Don't come for me, Capone girls. He's just Pone. Honestly, he came with too much baggage. Um, I don't feel like fighting Ella. You know what I'm saying? I don't be bothered with her. The Ella shenanigans. Yeah, I did with Capone. I mean, he was cool because he set the tone for what the other books were gonna be like.
Mhm.
But it was like, oh, this was good. You know what I'm saying? Capadonna, I laughed. Oh my God, this is a complete fool. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, I can't convert for him to Allah or whoever that is.
Mhm.
I can't do it. I
Mhm.
can't. No, my mama raised me as a Christian, bruh. I can't turn back. I ain't wearing no
Yeah.
hijab. I ain't doing. You don't even eat bacon, bitch. I ain't eating no turkey bacon. You got me fucked up.
Cause when him and Kendra went out to eat, and he was like, "You really gonna eat that?" And she was like,
Kendra.
"Yeah."
I was with Kendra. And I was with Kendra. I'm like, you know what? I don't even fuck with Kendra, but I don't fuck with turkey bacon either, bitch. Just
Yeah.
don't eat no
She
bacon.
was
If you
like,
can't eat bacon, just
"Yeah."
don't eat bacon. The fuck? A turkey got to do with it. Like,
Problem. Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't. It just don't get hard, no matter how hard
Mhm.
you try. It just don't
Yeah.
get crispy. So
Yeah.
that was when I had to sit down and really think about it, I was like, I can't be with him. But God, the butterflies, let's just be friends first. I'm here through your healing journey and I'm really not trying to fuck you. I'm really am. Like, we are
Yeah.
best friends. Like, I love if one of my favorite tropes, first pregnancy trope is my favorite. Ding ding ding. Second favorite would have to be friends to lovers. I
Mhm.
love a friends to lovers, and that is definitely the trope in that book.
Yeah.
A man is going to allow a woman to be the best version of herself, independent, yet soft when she get home with him. You know what I'm saying? And ain't like, "Oh, you ain't gotta stay breastfeeding, pregnant, do what the fuck I say." It's like, yeah, you're gonna go to work, but I'm also gonna check you and be like, "Sit your ass down. You need to take a break." You know what I'm saying? I love. Damn it, I can't wait till we get to that book. Cause
Yeah, I'm interested to
I'm
see because right now all I'm at is, all I know is her being with Kincaid right now. So I'm
God, oh
interested to see
God,
how that breaks
honey,
apart.
and when you get to book 2, it you ugh, ugh, it just it gets all tangled up, and you like,
Mhm.
"Ah!" So, yeah,
Yeah.
so when we get off, I am going to go and finish book 2. I started book 2 this morning. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see how that all plays out and then, where does Premiere come into play at and all of that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I got the girls
Um,
hollering at me though. You know, like in my
why?
comment section, one girl, she had put it in all caps. It was so funny, girl. I spit out my damn coffee this morning. I looked on there, I said, "What the fuck?" She was like, "Imma need," she was like, "I need everybody to stop." Did cap a dump, big cap, and she had in all capital letters. It was like, "He my man and I don't share." Baby, I don't want him. Calm down.
Mhm.
They said nothing. They even was like, "Come on, my man." I'm like, I don't say nothing. I just be like, little heart here, little heart there. I'm
Mhm.
real quiet, but bitch, I'm be loud as fuck as soon as we get to a career. Then I be telling people, I don't do it. You can't have them on the weekend. You can't be sister wives. Don't be talking to, "Hey,
Mhm.
sister wife." I ain't gonna be able to do it. No, thank
Yeah.
you. No, he's mine. She wrote him for me. She said she didn't. Okay, but she did. And that's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into this week's book, which is Remind Me Again by Brianne Danae. Brianne came out. She hit us with a nice little read, left us on a cliffhanger, baby,
Mad about the
that
cliff.
we were not prepared for.
No, nobody told us
And
nothing.
the girl, we're upset about it because why would you do that to us, Brianne?
Yes.
Why? You
Why?
know?
Why? Why would you do that? I'm
I
very
don't know.
upset about that.
Hopefully she come out with it sooner than later because
Please don't make us wait 12
yeah, because then
months,
we have to
man.
reread and to remember what
I know, and
happened. And
I don't, it's so fresh, it's so here, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but it was a good book. It was a 5-star read. So this is her newest release. Like I said, the title is called "Remind Me Again." And if you know anything about Brianne Danae, you know, number one, she knows how to write a man. Number two, I don't, it's just like some authors, they write a good book and it's good but I just feel like there is just some authors, just their writing, the way they write the book, their writing style is just on a whole nother level. And I feel that way about her. I feel that way about Takira Allen.
mm-hmm.
Um, like it's just
Top tier.
her writing is just different. It really makes you like think and love Belvin the same way. Like there's just certain authors that just I don't know, they just really know what they're doing.
They
Like
do. I feel like she's one of those authors that touch your soul while you're reading the book.
yeah, like you
It's
really
not one
feel
of
it,
those that like bounce off you and then you just completely, utterly forget about the book. You know what I'm saying? I read a lot of books and she's not one of those people that do that. Her writing is very concise. It's very immersive. You feel
Mhm.
all the things that the characters are going through. You feel like you have to pick a side. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You're like, are you team heavy? Are you team siren? Who are you? You know, because
Yeah.
in some ways, both of them were, and I'm not gonna get into it, but because we've already talked about it, but we'll get to the part. But it is, I don't know. I was in it.
Yeah. Some people just have that touch where you just when you're reading, you just really, it brings out so many emotions like, you know, Ashley Antoinette Sherrill, like, when you're reading it, it's so much detail and everything is described so perfectly, but it's not like over the top to the point where you're like, okay, let's get this over with. You know what I'm saying? It's like you need every piece of detail that they're giving you, every word that they're putting on that page, you need it to make the story
Absolutely.
complete and make it make sense. And so I just love that. I just love when I can really feel it. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
necessary. Their writing is
Yeah.
necessary. I know I've read
Yeah.
some authors where, dialogue feels unnecessary. Like, why are we here? Why are we spending so much time in this
Mhm.
scene? But it don't. All of it seems intentional, purposeful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm there. I'm not trying to rush it. I'm just like, this
Mhm.
is good. This is good. But I
Yeah.
don't know where we
Yeah.
going because I didn't know I
Right.
was coming for a cliff.
But you don't care. You
But you
don't
don't
care
care.
where you're
You're
going.
along for the ride and you're like,
Yeah.
buckle up, baby.
'Cause
Because
you know it's
this
gonna
is,
be good at the end.
hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love you, Brianne
So,
today.
yeah, absolutely. So, this book follows Siren and Heavy.
Hmm.
And Heavy, both of them are dealing with grief. Okay, both of them have lost important people in their lives. They're trying to navigate through that. Heavy is recently just getting out of prison from doing some time away. Siren, she moves to a different city to be with her aunt and cousin, just to be around family, to have support because she has lost someone important in her life. And they end up running into each other. And like I said, they're both dealing with something heavy. But what I loved about Heavy was that even though he was dealing with what he was dealing with, he was still there for her. He's still out the gate at that. Out the gate,
The moment he
you
met
know,
her.
the moment he met her. He showed her who he was the moment um that he met her. And it's like, how can you not fall in love with a man that just caters to your needs? And the thing about it is he doesn't even know you like that. You know what I'm saying? But he's catering to you in such a way that it's like, how does he know to do this, or why is he doing this? Because he doesn't even know
You
me.
from anybody.
Right. And it was just that was just beautiful, and it just makes you wish that there are, or hope that there are men out here like that, like a Heavy, that would be like him and have those same that mindset and those practices, and even though they're going through things, can still show up for other people. And this is to me, that's a clear indicator that yes, you can be going through things, but you can still show up for others, if they're worth it. Now, don't get me wrong, don't show up for just anybody if they're using and abusing you, but if they're worth it, then it's okay to show up for them. It's okay to make them feel comfortable, make them feel good, make them feel appreciated and wanted, and he did all of that for Siren. And
You want to start the bin?
huh,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. You
I
was finna
feel
have a
like
deep thought.
well, number one, Siren wasn't ready for what Heavy was bringing, and I felt like she kind of played a lot of games. And
Mhm.
it kind of pissed me off at the end, which I'll get to later. But because you have set this tone, right?
Mhm.
And you weren't being mature about the situation.
At
I understand
all.
that she is going through something, but the person I feel like it'd have been different if it was a man that had broken your heart
But
or
it
that you had
right.
lost, but the person you lost, I mean, obviously you love them. That's the number one person because that's who gave birth to you. But it's like it didn't have anything. How can I say it? I don't want to
It
say it
didn't
didn't
have
have anything
anything
to
to do with
love
it.
relationship, like man and woman
Right.
relationship. But then
Right.
again, maybe it does. I don't know. It just, to me, it seemed like she was very, I understand her being guarded, but I feel like it wasn't a man that caused you
It
pain.
wasn't. I believe that she was just so overwhelmed with grief, right? You're so overwhelmed with grief. You've been uprooted from what you know, okay? And then you come to this place where you're thinking you're going to have family support. Because think about it, she had been there for a nice little minute. And her aunt was covering her grief. Of course, she lost her son by working. So your aunt was never there. And then your cousin is a complete bitch. We'll talk about her a little later. But your cousin was a complete bitch for no apparent reason. You did none to that girl. So the only thing you do is you go to work, you come back, you stay in your room all day, and you have a best friend that is long distance. So she wasn't in a space where she was looking for love. She was like, I'm not looking for love. I'm not looking to be in a relationship with anybody. She was, she didn't feel grounded. She felt like life was everybody was moving. That's what I know about grief is that it doesn't stop for you. It doesn't wait for you to catch up. The days continue to pass. The days continue to go. But yet you're like, God, you're not giving me a minute to
Right, you still have
adapt
to
to
get up
this
and live life.
huge thing that just happened to me. And I don't know what to do with all of those feelings. Nothing feels important anymore. Um, she did a good job of explaining, like, you don't wanna it's not that you wanna die with the person. It is that that person symbolizes home and that home is gone and you wanna be where home
Mhm.
is, right?
Yeah.
So that was another part in the book that I felt like she covered really well of what that feels like. One day you can get up and you go to work and be fine. The next day you are emotionally, you're all over the freaking place. And anniversaries, Mother's Days, Father's Days, all the days. And the you're angry because they're not there to experience those things with you. So she wasn't in a place to receive a good man, Savannah, okay? Because I'm not gonna say he didn't have his faults, because baby, he did, okay? Because you're actively pursuing somebody when you know you still kind of over here with playing with Tish
You
and
should have
shit.
cut that off.
Should
Yeah.
have cut that out. But that won't make for a good story. You gotta have a Tish. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta throw a Tish in there.
Think
Um,
it showed how two people can be dealing with grief, but in different ways too.
Ways.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Um, And just think about him, you know, come home after serving time, best friend, you open. Yeah. He had his grandfather laid everything out for him, right? But yet he still got out and went back to what he knew, that was comfortable for him, even though he had all this money, these properties, and all these things. And he did try. He did try. But Dre fucked that up, I'm gonna say. He did, because he was out here making enemies and shit. And kept saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be ready, I'm gonna be ready, I'm gonna be ready. I ain't ready right now, I'm doing it with you." But that was a little disheartening. But I'm gonna say I saw that coming. I saw that coming a mile away because
I didn't expect it.
are you serious?
I didn't.
I
I was shocked when that
did.
happened.
It was the enemies. It was the beef. It was the recklessness of Dre. And it was I feel like it was a movie scene. In a movie, when someone is getting ready to die, and I hate to say this, that I've learned this, there is this emphasis and you slow down on increment details of the person, what they're wearing, who they talking to on the phone, walking, not paying attention. I was like, oh no, man.
Yeah.
It gave it. I said, it's gonna happen. I read too many books or some shit. Cause I did. I'm gonna say for the average reader, I'm gonna say it wasn't predictable, but I felt it. He was doing too much reckless shit, pulling your gun out at a park. I was like, oh, somebody gonna get this nigga.
Mhm.
Somebody gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
know if it was gonna be that maybe in my brain he was gonna be the one that was the innocent bystander, maybe got shot and all that shit. I don't know. I just knew that somebody was gonna die.
Yeah.
Doing that whole scene. And then, of course, that's when the grief comes in, right? You like, okay, I don't even want to do that shit no more because now that's tainted. What I was about to do and embark on, I don't want to pick up with that no more. I'm just gonna leave the shit where it's at. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I was sad for him. I was,
Yeah. Yeah. I
but he
mean,
just
he lost his grandpa, his best friend. So, um, I get why he didn't want to start the business that his grandfather left for him. But it's like, do you want to go back to what put you in prison? You know what I'm saying? And what you and your best friend were doing, you know what I'm saying? I felt like that was kind of odd that he chose to go back knowing, being that him and his best friend did that together. And I would have thought that he would have wanted to go ahead and start the business that
me
his
too.
grandfather left him just to have that new start. And, even though Dre said, yeah, I'll be there to help you with it. But, and, he knew in the beginning, even if Dre was still alive, he knew at the very beginning Dre was not going to be a part of that because Dre was still over here in this world. So I felt like that still would have been kind of like a good fresh start for him. But he picked what he picked. And it is what it is. I was happy to see, hold on, because Miss Dot, what I wanna know is when her and Siren were at the place talking, and she said her son was in prison because he killed someone in a car accident, I was wondering if he killed Siren's mother, and I was hoping that that part would come out.
Honey, are you trying to get us to book two? I'ma lose my shit. Brianne, it better not be in there.
Because I
Spoiler
feel
alert.
like that conversation was for a reason.
she wouldn't have just said that, right?
So I feel like
Right?
it must be her son that killed her mother.
Good, I like
And that's
it.
just what I'm thinking. It may not be, but I was wondering if
He's on
that
the
is
t
the case.
on the brink of something here, okay? But do you think Heavy ever really had a chance, or did you think he was always the streets was gonna, you know, somehow get him back in?
Think that when you lose a certain part of your life, he was put up for a while, you know what I'm saying? And I think that a street nigga is always gonna be a street nigga. And I feel like, now granted, there are street niggas who have left their life alone and they've done other things, but it's still in them. And at any point in time, they can be brought back into it, right? And so I feel like with everything going on, something was pulling him to just get back to that life. And like I said, I was hoping that he wouldn't have. But something was
Yeah.
it's like a magnet, it's
Mhm.
like and this is what you're used to, this is what you're comfortable,
Yeah,
this is how you
comfortable comfort
you know
zone.
that you can make your money with no problem. And I think the biggest thing for him was like, okay, my grandpa left me this business, but this wasn't my dream, this was
His
his, you know what
dream.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
And for me to go out, he said in the book, for me to go and do something that is not what I wanted to do, it's almost like he wasn't sure if he would be successful at it, if he would fail. And I think a part of him was scared to do it and feel like he failed his grandfather, because things wouldn't be successful or whatever. But um, I think, like I said, a street nigga always gonna be a street nigga, and especially when they've been doing it for a long time. Um, it's hard to get away
Yeah,
from
it
that. That
is.
life
That's your
is
comfort
hard.
zone. I mean, even though it's
Yeah,
hard, that's what he know. That's what
yeah.
he's how he made his money. He was obviously pretty good at it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I get it. I'm gonna have to agree with you.
Yeah, and
I'm
most
gonna have
street
to
niggas
stand
is
on him.
only 2 ways out, right? Either
Right.
death
You
or
dead or
jail.
jail.
So, being that he's still moving and grooving, like,
Well, let's keep on getting this paper.
yeah, let's keep getting this paper
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
what do you think about when he went to see Trish at the strip club and questioned her about the missing pills and the money? Do you think that she's on something foul, or do you think she was being honest and, like, really didn't know what was going on?
I think she did. I think she was covering for her brother. Remember they said it said that the brother was her she noticed her brother changing behavior. The brother stole the money. You know what I'm saying? And she was just hoping that he wasn't gonna miss that $3,000.
Well, one thing about it is you got to know. They know they
That they
money.
know
They
they're gonna
know what's
count.
coming
Right,
in,
right,
what's
right,
coming
right.
out, how much they supposed to have.
Yeah, I think she was
Um,
covering for her brother for sure. I think it was she knew what the fuck. I don't think in that moment, I don't think right now, at that point, I don't think she was being shady. You know what I'm saying? I think that her brother stole from her. And she like, "What the fuck am I gonna do?" You know what I'm saying? Imma just drop that shit off and keep it moving. I ain't gonna small talk. I ain't finna wait, Imma try to see if I can get him to not count the money in front of me. Imma try to act like I got somewhere else to be and maybe just push that off. You know what I'm saying?
but the thing about that is that she can already tell that he's not really fucking with her like that no more.
But she desperate.
So then, but
And delusional.
did you think that was gonna help you out if this man found out that his stuff was gone?
Absolutely the fuck not. But I think she think 'cause she was sleeping with him, she would get a pass. I think she think that's the fucked up part of mixing business with pleasure. Because she was getting the lines crossed. You still are an employee.
Right. You still work for me,
But she
baby.
thought she had special privileges when she didn't. Okay,
Mhm.
because if he wanted to, he could have made you his number one girl.
Mhm. But he didn't want to.
He didn't want to.
Yeah.
He didn't want to. So
Yeah.
I don't
It
know.
is what it is.
Definitely
Let's
is
talk
what
about the
it
cousin.
is. Ew,
She's
ew.
so stank.
I can't. You know what? Yeah, 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 yeah. It was the one part in there that she was like, "I don't think you'll mesh well with my friends," and she was like, "Well, bitch, if they anything like you, I don't want to be nowhere around ass."
Excuse
And
me.
I was
Right.
like,
Mhm. She got her together real quick.
Well, I would have got you more than together. We've been tussling all over your bedroom. I would have fucked up your light that you like to use, your little ring light. Yeah, I was gonna break that. I was gonna break that. I was gonna have to snatch all your clothes down and shit. Mitch, I was gonna really have to show you how I don't know who the fuck you playing with. Okay. And I'm sparing you because I love my auntie. But obviously, there's somebody else in another state in Texas where she can go and hang out and be cool. They like her
Mhm.
more. Like
Right.
she didn't feel at home there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I think that her mom's sister had all the intentions, the right intentions. Oh, I don't want my niece to be out there by herself, but had no idea that the relationship between her and her daughter was broken. The jealousy was
Mhm.
top tier.
Top
The
tier.
envy was top. You're not gonna
But
talk
it's like the
crazy to
problem
me.
was with your mom, not with her. You know, she can't
Absolutely, she
control how
felt
your
like
mom behaves.
absolutely. That was the immaturity in her. And the not communicating it effectively. You know, this girl is grieving too. Okay. Everybody's grieving. It's fucked up and everybody's making
Yeah.
everybody's dealing with it in their own way. You got the auntie is overworking. You got I want to say heavy avoidance. It's avoidance. I'm just not gonna fuck with none of the shit. And I'm just gonna run the streets and keep it moving. You
Yeah.
got her who is baby, let me tell you something as a coworker. You got 3 times to maybe say you don't wanna go nowhere when I invite you, bitch, I won't ask your ass again, you just be looking at my goddamn stories,
Mhm.
okay? So those are some
Right.
good ass coworkers that continue to ask
Yeah.
you after
Mhm.
knowing you gonna turn their ass down, okay? Because I woulda
Mhm.
gave up. Be like, "Okay, then she don't wanna fucking bother leave your ass alone."
Right.
Um, you ain't gotta go to the club with us, you can go and
Mhm.
soak. But
Yeah.
I didn't like the cousin. The cousin was moving foul. I mean,
Mhm.
goddamn, who the fuck need family when you got
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. Everything. She wanted the same purse that the girl was wearing to the club. See, that right there, I'm telling you, and I think it's just from being raised with girls. You know, my temper. It's just mm-mm, mm-mm,
Mhm.
mm-mm. And I need to
Yeah.
be careful with my hands because if my hand before you knew it, I've been slaying your ass all over that kitchen. And then
Mhm.
I'm guess what? I'm gonna look in the mirror and I'm gonna go to the club with the purse that you still want to wear. Okay, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I'm just saying, like my patience ain't set up for nothing like that. It wasn't even when
Yeah.
I was younger. Me and my sisters used to fight a lot. We did loved
Yeah.
each other and we fight other people, but listen, why can't I wear your shoes? I'm gonna bring them
Mhm.
back. Now I'm
Yeah.
sitting here jacking with you. Why? Why?
Yeah.
You know, like
Mhm.
I'm by pay and I really mm-mm. Yeah, I probably would have moved if a cousin was treating me like that. I'm not staying where I'm not wanted.
Yeah.
And obviously, she was not wanting her to be there. She's very jealous too.
Mhm.
You know, especially
Yeah.
when she found out she was fucking with Heavy. I was like, bitch, I would have threw that shit
Mhm.
all in that bitch face. My
Mhm.
man at the door, bitch, answered for me.
Mhm. 'Cause when she told her
Yeah.
dad, he's only messing with you because doesn't have
Girl,
access to me.
that man was for you. Baby, that
Right.
man, I don't care how much your brother vouched for you and wanted to. He did. That was another indicator. Why are you trying to leave if something happened to me, or you know, my sister make it. I'm like, yeah, but he ain't gonna make it through the
He
whole
wasn't messing
book.
with it then, yeah.
He was like, no, I see her as a little sister. So absolutely the fuck not. But I'm gonna say one of the sexiest things is when he bought the cake for her.
Yeah.
And she had just mentioned that she hadn't got her mom a cake, and they went to the
Mhm.
party, and he was like, and that second cake came out, and then she started crying.
Mhm.
And that's when she excused herself to go to the restroom. When he knocked on him up in the restroom, though, I said, "Let him in." And then he got even. See,
Mhm.
where we putting it? Okay,
That baby, they didn't give 2 fucks, okay? They were fucking.
okay, Brianne, I see you, girl. That was a very memorable moment in the book for me.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
to take the initiative to find her number because they hadn't switched numbers. And you get a text from an unknown number and he bring you
Mhm.
lunch to work.
Mhm.
Ho, you playing games with the wrong kind of nigga. Cause I'm telling
Mhm.
you right now. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Wide open.
Wide open, baby. You would
Wide open.
by the
Heaven.
time by the time he left from bringing me lunch and when he got me some Popeyes and brought it straight to me, it was gonna be before I got out the car. So do we go together now? What is this? What we
Mhm.
doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Am I yours and you're mine? I think this should be a
Right.
monogamous relationship. You know,
Yeah, that's
what
what
are
I'm
we talking
saying.
about? You know what I'm saying?
I felt
Like she was playing.
she was playing.
She was definitely playing, but to me, I feel like she didn't know for a nigga like him to do those things because he wasn't accustomed to doing those things for anybody, right? And he did those things for you was a huge sign to say you're different. He wants to be with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, they're giving you a key to his house, knowing you moving.
Mhm.
That was a fuck nigga move. Like, bitch, what are you? He invited you to go on the trip. It's the miscommunication for me. I was just,
Right.
it was all over the
Mhm.
fucking place. It was almost deception. It was
Yeah,
because you knew
because
you
how you
had
not gonna
no
tell that man?
intentions,
Mhm.
right, of staying and progressing with him. And then again, I go back to this is a street nigga. Most of them don't even trust a bitch to lay up in a spot because they don't know if you're gonna set them up or not.
Right.
But you got those privileges and you played on his top. So that's what
Mhm.
make them go back to being closed off and withdrawn and treating our bitches the same.
Yeah. That's why I felt like it was more her fault on her end than his.
Absolutely.
Because she
Absolutely.
was playing games and she was very hesitant, and that whole moving out of town and not saying anything,
Low
like, why
down
would
dirty dog.
if you really cared about him, you would let him know that, yeah, you mentioned it, but, like, he didn't take that serious, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But when you really had honed in and decided that this is what you were gonna do, you shoulda let him know. I mean, because at what point were you gonna let him know? If everything
Right.
didn't play out the way it did, what point were you gonna tell him that you were leaving? You know, and that's not fair after
Oh,
everything he's done for you, you know what I'm saying, that he did not have to do. So, yeah, I thought she was pretty foul for that for
I do
sure.
too.
And
Very,
if I
very.
was his ass, I wouldn't be chasing after her because you got me messed up.
I
Like,
agree. I agree.
you got
I
me messed
agree.
up. Yeah, you want me to leave you alone? Like you said, okay, knowing that he not, but I would have like, okay, girl, go on about your business because the way you played me, like, that's not cool.
Yeah, I couldn't. I hmm. Yeah, no. At what moment though did you mm, what moment did you realize that Heavy was serious about Siren?
Shit, the very beginning, honestly, because, um, the whole bringing the Popeyes to work and him saying, "I wanna see you," and she was like, "Well, I think us having lunch is, you seeing me enough," and he's like, "No, quit playing, I wanna see you later tonight." You can always tell when a man is serious about you when they even if it doesn't work out, but in the beginning when you're courting a person or when
Yes.
you're trying to get to know them, you can always tell when somebody is really being intentional about getting to know you,
Yeah.
wanting to be with you. And I just felt like he always had put the pressure on, like, I want to see you. I want to be, just pulling up on her,
And
calling her
she
multiple
right.
times.
And even when what about that one scene where she had called him and I think he answered like on the fourth ring and he was somewhere and his background was real
Yeah.
loud. And she was
She was like,
so
got mad.
rude and she got mad. It's like, damn, bitch, you don't understand the lifestyle that he has. When you are a street nigga, that's what they do. That's where
Mm-hmm.
they at. But he could have not answered for you, right?
Right.
At all.
Right.
Then that would have been a whole nother issue. So that's why I
Mm-hmm.
said Siren was the damn problem. She was
Mm-hmm.
definitely the
Yeah, because I
problem.
think he did everything that he could have to
Mhm.
show her, "Hey, I wanna be with you, I wanna get to know you, I wanna be with you, I wanna see where this goes."
Right.
You could tell when he was asking her, like, "What are we doing?" And she would be like, "Well, I just wanna take it slow and this and that," and he was willing to do that, you know what I'm saying? But you could tell that that's not the answer he wanted. He wanted her to say, "Yeah, I wanna be with you, I wanna,
He did.
let's
He
be
seemed so
together and see what we can
broken,
do."
didn't
Yeah.
he? It was
Yeah.
like it was. And even I just hate that she couldn't ask him. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, the fact that you had this huge secret, right? You couldn't even go on a vacation that this man had planned with someone else and said that you can come along. Okay, you opted out to do that, and then you just happened to see on social media from somebody else that that this girl was in the same vicinity. It wasn't like that they was on the same trip. Okay,
Right, you
we
didn't try
know
to
you didn't
find
try to
out.
find out why you didn't call him back, why you didn't ask him. Is you outside? But she still didn't have a ground to stand on because she was about to do some foul ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I still, even if she had
And I
a
kind of
reached
feel
out,
like, yeah, I feel like that's why she did it because she knew she was about to dip,
yep,
and it was gonna be easier for her to dip as opposed to, questioning him
yeah,
about who's there and why and
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. This was her easy way out because she was afraid. You know what I'm saying? So that was just an excuse for her to be up out of there. When yeah,
Hopefully it's a pregnancy trope coming up in the next.
look, Aquarius, they ain't even together. They ain't even in a relationship yet.
You to wish this for
But you
me.
know what? It might be because I ain't hear nothing
Thank
about no
you,
filing
thank
business
you. I was gonna text you, okay?
from
Nothing
the
was
very
used.
first time in that
Nothing was
bathroom. Ain't nobody
used.
said nothing about no
Nothing,
condom.
nothing was
She ain't said nothing about no birth
used.
control.
I ain't hear.
So
I can't stand when they do that
it's
though. Don't play with
possible.
me. Do not play with me. I'm reading something now where they. I thought it was gonna be a pregnancy trouble. I'm like, damn, they ain't doing. And then she gonna say about someone. I make you take me to go get a Plan B afterwards every time. When was that, bitch? Because now I'm on chapter
Right.
12, and we ain't saying nothing about that. No.
No mention.
That her for standing on business and say that she wasn't gonna handle kids by him until he got a
Yeah.
dope game. But at the same time, I was just like, ooh. Anyway, I'm sorry, friend. I had to tell you that because I love a good pregnancy trope. Get
It
it
is
in there.
possible.
Get it
It is
in
possible. And I feel like that might be just the thing
there.
to bring them back together. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
Because I mean, it's just, I don't know. You don't get a man that just pursues. And when you find someone that pursues in this day and age, according to the girls, you
yeah,
don't let
you
him
don't run
go.
from him. You
And
let
you
him
don't
in.
hurt him. Shit. I mean, I know,
Yeah.
right? You hurting him. You hurting him. You really
Yeah.
hurting him. You
You
hurting me
didn't really
too.
give it a fair shot.
Right. You just
Because you can
running. She
see he
just
loves
running.
you. Yeah, he cares about you. He's willing to be patient with you.
Mm-hmm.
You see all the things, and it's like you're just steady running. I understand that you're grieving and you're going through
Right.
something, and it's hard to come out of that. But then when you have someone like him on your side that's willing to be there, even through the shit he got going on,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
And hadn't really mentioned
bypass
it
that
to
up,
him. Like he hadn't really leaned on her
right?
for
For his
his
grief.
grief. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like he has just been the backbone of hers.
Yeah.
It's very one-sided. And I don't know if I'm rooting for Siren unless she have a baby. If you're pregnant, I'm gonna root for you. But if you're not, I'm not. I might even root for Tish, bitch, if she gonna give me a baby.
Girl, I know, friend. I love pregnancy tropes too. So I understand. I understand. But yeah, it was a really good book. Make sure you guys check it out. Yeah, can't wait for part two. Hopefully it's coming soon.
Please, Brianne.
Yeah, it's definitely a 5-star read. So make sure you
Yes.
check it out. It's like 256 pages, so it's not super, super long, but it's a
Mhm.
yeah, nice amount, a good story. So definitely check that out. Um, So let's go ahead and get into the new releases now. This week, I got nothing but audiobooks because the audiobooks have been dropping, okay?
They have. I have seen it. Go ahead, friend.
Yes. So let me get my list together. We have Open for Business by Britt W. All In by Z Renee. King's Release by Aisha Bree. Shadows Are Forever by Storm. Enigma by C.M. Barnes. Um, Locked In with a Plug by Nick Mills. Fast by Millie Belazar. It's now on audio. Yeah. Um, and then there was one more I have. What is it? Child, I can't even read my writing. The Love Something. It's by Mel Dow. I can't even read this third part to it. Go- Forget that. Forget that one.
Okay.
But Mel Dow did drop an audiobook. But yeah, all the audiobook girlies are, they're dropping their books left and right. So it's plenty of audiobooks. I didn't really see any other releases. I mean, I'm sure there were some. I just must have missed them. But the audiobooks were definitely dropping this week. So make sure if you're an audiobook person or if you're wanting to get into audiobooks, these are some good selections to start with and get your audiobook on. So yeah, that's all I got for that. Um, so next week we are reading, is it Alan Sweeney, the thriller? Yeah.
Yes. What's next
Well, it's
week?
supposed to be. Well, I know
Well, we got
we got
what's
Aubrey
she's
Queen coming
coming on.
on though.
Aubrey Penn is coming on. Ain't
Okay,
this
well,
Then
We were
after
supposed to
that, we're
read.
gonna we're
Okay.
gonna read Yes, we're gonna read Alice Feeney book the week after that. So next week is we doing Aubrey Penn. I know I said, oh, Coming for You is the name of the book that we're gonna be reading. Yeah, we are, girl.
Yeah. I love us some Aubrey Penn, so I
We
can't
do.
wait to get
Can't wait to
into
have.
that. Yeah, it's gonna be super exciting. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Yeah, I don't have nothing else for you. You got something else you want to just talk about, discuss?
I got cut.
Okay, yes, honey. Those curve days, baby. Woo! Prepare
Okay.
yourself, honey.
So
It is
yes,
not a game.
my husband got me what I got one. We was on two different
Yeah,
devices. I said, I'm gonna do this green, you do this pink. Come on, let's see what we can get. And I saw it
girl.
in my car, baby. I must have checked out super fast. I said, let me hurry up and get it before it's gone.
I almost missed it. Like I told you, I was washing dishes and then I looked over at the clock. I said, "Oh, I hurried up. I was
I
typing so
know.
fast. Jenny's like, "Come, girl." It be, I mean, I'm super excited for Sean Brown and any black owned business that's doing well. And this is like a trend because like when the Teflon bags came out, it was the same
Yes,
thing.
I
Brandon
remember.
Blackwood. Um, so it's exciting. But at the same time, it can kind of be a little frustrating too because so many people miss out. But luckily for me, the last 2 times I've tried, I have succeeded, so I'm all good with that. Can't wait to get the new bags. I also want to, get a must-have Joy bags because I really like that, and I
Me
do like that they do pre-order, so
too.
that makes it
Okay.
less stressful.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I'm excited. This is a black business tote
Yes.
summer. So you guys go out and support the black businesses. Make sure you get your buttons from black businesses to put
Getting
on
them
your tote.
it's gonna be big about there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it. Come
So
here. Sorry.
I,
It's me and come here. I'm so sorry.
yeah, make sure y'all support these black businesses, honey. They doing it. They're making some really good
They are.
products. And we need to be supporting them to keep them in business. So we're excited to get our bags. I can't wait to receive
I
them,
know.
do some unboxing and
I'm
then
doing some
decorate them.
unboxing. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm loving the one I have so far. I only have the Merlot Rose one right now.
Okay, that's
And I've
one.
been carrying it ever since I got it. So I'm super excited to get the other one that I just ordered. I still need to decorate that one. Obviously I'm gonna need to get some buttons or pins, whatever you want to call them for both. Yeah. I went on Amazon, TikTok shop, of course Etsy. I haven't brought any yet, but I've kind of like compiled a cart at
Okay.
on each of those websites, you know what I'm saying? And then when I see other creators talking about what sites they have bought
Use bought from.
their, yeah,
Okay.
I'll save it or whatever so I can go check it out. So yeah, um, hope to decorate it soon. But yeah, super excited to get those in the mail. We're gonna be rocking our tote bags this summer. I mean, everybody
Honey,
got one.
I
So
am.
yeah,
I am. I'm so
and it's a
happy.
good
I'm so
work bag.
happy. That's why I
I
can
took
say
it to
I'm
work every
gonna go
day.
back to work. I'm gonna be cute. Now I need to find
Mhm.
me some Jordans to go with them. Find me some
Yeah.
Jordans to go both with them. I'm gonna be cute at
Mhm.
work. I'm gonna find me a little cute cup to drink out of that's gonna match because I'm gonna have to pull it out
Right.
and be like, hey, girls.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just fun. It's exciting. You
It's
know
so
what I'm
good. It's a good
saying?
time to
That's
be
just
a
new.
girl. It's
Yeah.
new. Yes, I'm
That's
excited about
new,
it.
and it's just exciting to be in the mix and, being able to be a part of it and
Yeah,
being able to support and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
friend.
hmm Well, y'all, that's all we got for you guys on this episode of the Book Bestie podcast. We will
We
see
will
you
see
guys
y'all
next
next
week. Like I said,
episode.
Aubrey Penn will be on the show, so make sure you
Yes.
stay tuned for that. And share the podcast.
Yes.
Follow us on
Comment.
Instagram, TikTok. We're on
Yes.
YouTube. The Book Bestie podcast is the handle. Make sure you guys follow us and spread the word. Share any clips you may see or
Yes.
just the name of the podcast. We're on all platforms. You can stream podcasts, Spotify, Apple Music, all of it. So yeah, check us out and spread the word. And we appreciate you guys and your support. And we will see y'all next week. Bye.